Yo, what's good, guys? Real quick, I just recorded the recap in the Loom, but this is December. This is what happened in that month. Um, really good month. I'll talk to you about it. You'll see in like 2 seconds. But yeah, hope y'all enjoy. Peace. All right. So December was a good month. Um, Definitely not in terms of money. Definitely lost more than we made, but it was a pivotal month. I'm gonna be honest. Um, I just had a couple weeks in the middle there where I was just spending a lot of time thinking about my direction, like kind of redirecting where I want to go and how I want to get there. Really establishing a concrete vision for my future and my business and kind of what direction I want to take it. Um, and I'll get into this a little later, but I decided on my personal brand, growing my personal brand as my long term goal. Um, that's something that I really started gravitating towards ever since I started YouTube, and I realized that's kind of what I want to pursue. Um, so, but still, obviously, learning my skills and stuff. But I'll get into that later. Um, but yeah, it was a good month. Let's talk about the milestones. What are some things I did this month? If y'all don't know, wait, you guys don't know? I didn't tell you yet. Oh shoot. Um, I know I said in the last video I had like a call with someone. We closed them, boys. We closed them. I got a client. It's crazy. It's crazy. That's like the freaking the thing that everyone wants when you're getting to copywriting, and I finally did it. I'm working with someone for copywriting. It's like what, bro? Like I don't I mean he's free. Like I'm not getting paid right now. But it's crazy. I'm actually working with someone. Like they're giving me a chance, someone that has no experience. And I told him that and he was like, "That's awesome, bro." Like it reminded if anything, it made him want to work with me more because I was honest with him about that. Um, which, I mean, that's good. I always make it a point to be honest. So, um, I'm glad he respected that. But yeah, so I got a client and I'm working with him, which is really cool. Um, I also started a newsletter as well. This kind of ties in with what I was talking about with my personal brand. I have a lot of ideas in my head, like I was saying in the last video, and I needed to find some place to get them out. Um, so that actually ties in with this one as well. There's this platform by Dan Coe called Cortex. It's like Notion kind of, but it's like better in the sense that it's more specific to people who write, where Notion is more of like just a general, um, like note taking app. Cortex is geared specifically for writing efficiently. And obviously, since I started wanting to pursue that more, Cortex kind of just fell into place for me. So I chose that as like my second brain for writing, where I just like spent a couple weeks just like dumping ideas in here, things that I want to write about and just expand on. So I did that, and I've kind of been using that to write the drafts for my newsletters. I wanted to do this. I had this goal for probably since like October. I wanted to do it, but I just never got around to it. But you know, started thinking about my personal brand and stuff. I was like, a newsletter is like perfect. A lot of inspiration from Dan Coe again, gotta say. But yes, I've put two out already, which is um, really cool. I put one out yesterday. Um, but it feels good, and I love reading back the stuff that I write. I just like reflect, and I'm just like, dang, this sounds good, bro. Like not to like toot my own horn, but like and I know I'm not amazing. I know I still got to get better, but I know that God's given me this gift to write, and it's just really cool to be using it and to see it like in action. So this is something I want to just keep up. Um, I got a new work setup just from some things I got for Christmas. I rearranged my entire room the same day in like 2 hours. Um, yeah, I'm glad I didn't get like a back injury because I was moving very quickly, moving an entire bed and like bookshelves and stuff. So, but this is the setup. I think this is the final setup before. I know this is the final setup. Next time I'm gonna be in a different setup is in an apartment somewhere in the world. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah. So this is the setup now. Optimize it for work specifically. I have a whole corner of my room just set up as an office kind of thing. It's like an L-shaped desk now. Um, and the other half is just like my bed. So it makes it really hard not to do work in here. And it's been working pretty well recently. So that's good. I had pickup. Kongi came back from school again. So we went to, there's this like indoor turf field by my house. So we just went one night, kicked the ball around, had some fun. It's so crazy. Like I can't believe like I met him through Copy Lee in real life, but he also loves soccer too. So it's just like we were able to connect on that level too. It was just awesome. Hopefully we'll do it again in the future. New books. I had a bunch of books on my list and I got those as well. So I'm excited to read them. I've been, like I told you, I've been reading Atomic Habits. But yeah, getting back into reading. Big thing. Connected with my boys Sam and Nolan from Copy Lee. Shout out to y'all if you're watching. But we started this thing where we read a chapter of the Bible every morning at 8 a.m. And just to like kind of set the pace for the day, kind of to set that up. Being in the Word, spending time with God, spending time with your brothers as well. It's really helped me a lot in ways that I haven't even, I mean, we've only started, what, a couple weeks ago? But I already feel so much better just, like, going throughout my day knowing that I spent time with God and I was able to talk about it with the guys. Like, it's just really good for just your mind in general. So it was good, and I'm excited to just add that into, like, my routine. I know that's going to help me a lot with my personal journey with the Lord. So yeah, that's the milestones. A lot of good stuff happened, which I'm thankful for. YouTube though, I wanted to start adding this metric as well, just because I'm taking YouTube more seriously. Want to kind of track my growth in here. So I had 4 videos uploaded. That's fair. That's that's one video a week. That's basically what I was aiming for. 17 new subscribers. That's crazy. I don't even look at the subscribers like that, but seeing that like I got 17 new people to subscribe to my channel is crazy. Like I don't even like I'm just putting videos out. I don't know what you guys are subscribing to. I guess I'm enjoyable to watch, I guess. Maybe a little bit. New views, 531 new views. Insane, by the way. Crazy. And in total I got 1,300 views. I don't know why I want to track that number. I feel like just seeing that number is just a big motivator for me, just to see like there's that many people. I mean, that's not specifically 1,300 people, but like just seeing that number of like views that my channel, like my work has accumulated, I feel like is really cool. So yeah, it was a good month. But now I'm prioritizing YouTube more. I want to see this grow more, and I expect it to. Maybe not this upcoming month, but over time, as I put more and more effort into it, it's kind of inevitable. So there's that. Monthly income, like I said, nothing too crazy. Made $350 this entire month. Sales was a little slow. Like I said, I'm taking my foot off the gas a little bit for that. Just for December and most of January, I think. February, that'll be ramping back up. But so I only took 10 calls. I closed 2 deals. December's not really a good month for info products, so a lot of people are more stingy with their money, not willing to invest. It makes sense. You're getting presents and stuff. But yeah, so at 20% close rate, I helped someone they joined for like almost full price, and another one for like payment plan something. So I ended up with $350. Um, Not too bad, but definitely would like that to be a lot more. But this is just how it's gonna be at the beginning. Um, so for this month's goals that I had set was get nasty at sales, run high value outreach, and get my first client. So I put the minus sign for sales because it's like I realize that's not really something you can just check off. Um, I've definitely gotten a lot better, and I've, you know, taken some off of that, in terms of like practicing, putting effort and stuff into it. But I've definitely gotten better. So that's something that's just going to continue to grow. I don't really think that's something to check off. But in terms of high value outreach, so I did not get the chance to run it just because I was so busy with other things and with the holiday. Um, but I still somehow got a client just from a referral. Once again, my brother Jana, you gave me crazy op, bro. So I got one goal, which was getting a client, and I freaking did it. It happened. So really cool. In terms of skills learned, these are skills that I'm fresh, but I'm kind of learning in the process of learning. Like things like community building and structure of that, because that's what I'm working on with my client is like with his school community. So I'm learning a lot about how that works and how to optimize that so you can just get people to like your community, want to stay in it, want to engage, stuff like that. Creative writing. So this ties in with like my personal brand stuff, like writing for my newsletter, just being able to express myself through writing. This is something I want to become a master at because I'm going to make a whole video about this, but being able to be good at writing and express your thoughts, articulate yourself is like one of the best skills in your entire world. It's up there with persuasion. And the fact that you can tie those together too, like you'll be unstoppable. So I'm working kind of on both right now. Um, Content ideation systems, that's like working on a system to dump my ideas out, expand on them, write them, revise them, make sure they don't sound stupid to read, and then publish them. So I've finally been able to start, I'm still working on it, but start getting ideas from here and transfer them onto a Google Doc, like the virtual paper. Um, so I'm just getting ideas out, expanding on them, and putting them out for people to read. That's a big goal I wanted to do. Just because I like my ideas, obviously, and I want to share them with others, and hopefully people will agree with me on them, and then they'll become a follower of mine. They'll watch my stuff. My brand will grow. That's the goal. Um, Critical thinking. I've spent a lot of time staring at walls and staring at the ceiling. Probably sounds a little weird, but your brain is something that you can train, guys. You got to understand that. And everything that takes up your attention, you got to be mindful of what it is. Because if you're just scrolling on TikTok all day, your brain is rotting. And that's a term that people use, brain rot, but it's true. Um, if you're constantly distracted, you're not going to be able to think for yourself. You're not going to be able to let your brain produce ideas that are going to help you grow, you know? So it's definitely boring. No one wants to stare at a wall, but you got to do it if you want to, you know, move forward in whatever you're doing. So I've been doing a lot of that. Goal setting. It is the new year. I never really treated the new year any type of way. I believe if you have a goal, you should just go for it right away. There's no reason to wait until a date on the calendar to pursue something. That's just my opinion, but this is the first year that I've taken that seriously in terms of setting like tangible goals that I want to hit by the end of this year. Um, really just framing that and making it realistic for me, splitting it up into quarters, um, like in terms of business, like Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, splitting those up and just making them just things I want to achieve basically for the year. Bank account. 4/31/29. We're gonna move past that. Goals for next month. Um, I want to make my first band or two with copywriting. Since I do have this client, I want to eventually get results for him this month, um, and get paid for that. Yeah, and then see kind of where that goes. Next goal, work with two clients. Eventually, if I can lock down like a routine where I set a specific amount of hours of work for him and it's like manageable. Eventually, I want to take in another one. I do have something that might be in the works, actually in the like as we speak right now. So that could already be in the process of happening. Um, but yeah. Third, I want to make 3 personal branding videos. So this is, I haven't made one of these yet. They'll be coming out, but I want to kind of prioritize YouTube in terms of my personal brand, like I was saying. So these are going to be a different kind of style of videos versus these like just update kind of things. So you'll see these as I roll them out. I'm not going to say too much, but and then the last one is just 3 newsletter entries. So yeah, basically just more been focused on growing my personal brand, taking writing content more seriously. That's the goal. That is my new long-term goal. Copywriting and sales and just business stuff is, think of it as like the vehicle, because I need money to go where I need to go, to pay for things I need to pay for. But the main goal is eventually growing my personal brand. So eventually that can pay for everything else, and I can kind of lay back a little bit when I'm older, like 5 to 10 years. So yeah, thinking very long term, but like I said, this was a pivotal month where I needed to do that, because I believe if you don't have a vision, if you don't know where you're going, you're going to be taking shots in the dark, you're going to be blind, and you're going to be looking for success based on luck. And that is highly likely you're going to waste time with that. So I don't have time to waste. And yeah, so I got the vision, I got the ideas, I got the direction. So we're just going to go full steam ahead in 2025, boys and girls. So that's the update. It's a little long, but if any of you guys watched, hope you enjoy following along. That's it. I'm done. I'll see y'all in the next one. Subscribe to my newsletter, by the way, if you haven't. I'll drop that as well in the description. Peace.